Great to have you with us from Milan Puskar Stadium in Morgantown. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Texas Longhorns and the West Virginia Mountaineers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. Ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cook.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
He's going for a big play downfield. Makes a grab for a big play. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Michael Hawkins on the play action, buying some time as he moves left. He's got an open man. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. When the defense loses you like that, you have to find a way to make sure the quarterback sees you.
Hey, I guess that's waving your arms. Hey, I'm open. I never really understood that because I never feel like you're running as fast, but he got by the defense. Quarterback gets outside the pocket, makes the big completion down the field.
Got it behind the line. It's Cook. Breaks into the open. All the way. Touchdown, West Virginia.
And find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Here's Manning to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Running inside, it's Smothers. Spins away from the defender. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Finding some room. The 10. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. So the defense will accept the penalty and back up this offense. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And the Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Hand off for Brown. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And some room to work. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Makes the grab in their space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
The sure hands, it's great. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Mountaineers want to crank the tempo.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go play action with Hawkins. Buys a little extra time. Firing to the right, complete. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the 1st drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that 1st down.
Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They go to the counter. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, Manning. Going to take a shot. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Quick completion on the out. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Defense not showing press coverage. Manning, here's a heat. Buried before he could blink.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Got his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
3rd down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Grabs it.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Texas! The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. West Virginia starts this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Michael Hawkins on the play action. Now adjusting. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on third down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
From the gun on third down, Hawkins. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Looking for room at the 40. Oh, what a cut! He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and then before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Michael Hawkins. Rushes on him. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on third and short from the 29. Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. They go play action with Manning. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Those tackles and those 3-4 defense are usually space eaters that just make sure guys don't get to linebackers. This guy said, no, sir. I'm a nose tackle with some pass rush ability. Gets to the quarterback. How about the sack from the big nose tackle?
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Going downfield for the big play. Makes a deep grab. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Arch is going to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They'll run the screen.
Well, this defense is going to have their hands full trying to defend the pass with all of these weapons they've got on the perimeter of the field. That is a great job bringing a dangerous target down right away after he catches the snap.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the wideout. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They go play action with Hawkins. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He's got him this time. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
He might want another play. Throwing, Hawkins. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Rolling right and going deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Takes the handoff. It Smothers. They make the play, force a 4th down, but they're out of timeouts, can't stop the clock. West Virginia uses a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Hawkins. He hurls one deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
The Longhorns come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Here's Arch to throw. He's going to fire deep. He's got it way down the field. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. He'll pitch it. Shakes off the defender. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Hawkins from the gun on third down. All kinds of time in the pocket. Down the middle it goes. Goes high to pull it in. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides, and it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Drills him with the stiff arm. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Quick toss. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Michael Hawkins going to try to pop one on the screen. Fighting off the defender. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And that one will give them the lead.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They marched 79 yards on the drive. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. from inside his own 10. Let's see what he gets. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start on the ground with Brown. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line.
What a nice play by the defender there. When you're cold and you're wet and it's snowy like this, you just want to make plays and get to the sideline. Why? Because there's a heater over there. Give it to me and my jacket, please.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
He turns it loose to the left. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And the defense makes a big play, and you could see the quarterback. Once he bought time, started to roll to his left, the defense all reacts, comes to that side of the field, breaks on the football. He couldn't put enough mustard on it because he was running to his left. Defense takes advantage, forces the interception.
Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Gets away from one, finds room. Snags it, and he's open. The 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect him. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Michael Hawkins on the play action. Looking for an open area to his left. Quarterback gets the first down. Discards him with the stiff arm. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, they'll mark it at the 33.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Keeps it on the option. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line. From the gun on third down, Hawkins makes the grab. Maybe some room here. Got some room entered to the goal line. Touchdown, West Virginia. And look what we've got going here. A top 10 team that is teetering after giving up that score.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it.
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. Corralled and brought down by the defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Arch Madness. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The run inside. It smothers. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a third down play. Throwing Manning. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it down the field. He's loose down the left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Longhorns. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Got room at the 35. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Man, you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make...
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
The Mountaineers want to move quickly.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy.
He's loose. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now and flashing that on the option play? There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's third and goal and third and long. Throwing Hawkins. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I got to be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen a defense contain this quarterback the way this defense has in this game today. Multiple sacks. They have been so disruptive. Multiple guys up front winning their one-on-ones. You got to give the D coordinator a ton of credit. He has dialed up the perfect plays in the perfect moments, and they have made this guy's life a living nightmare today.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Got a man in the middle. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Here's Manning to throw. Sends it downfield. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
That is just what this offense needed, man. A big play down the field, trying to score a touchdown, trying to take the lead late in this football game, but now they don't have to go super.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Makes the catch. Shows him the stiff arm. They wrestle him down after a pickup of 11 yards on the play, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They go play action with Hawkins. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Tight end now in motion. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. Third and 6 yards to go. Hawkins. Moving out to the right. Oh, he makes the catch. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Manning. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And that is a roller coaster. We got the pick. Oh, no, we just lost it. Oh, no, we got it back. At the end of the day, the defense, David, still had it.
Yeah, and all you're trying to do is force turnovers, create plays. Nice job getting the interception. And listen, when you're running to the football, trying to block, that ball comes out. Nice job falling on it, creating the turnover.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And I love the offense, man. Staying aggressive, doing what you need to do, pushing the ball down the field, still willing to throw the football late in this game. I just don't like the ending. Man, don't step out of bounds. Let that clock run. Try to get out of here with a W.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. To the ground to try to move the chains. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To throw, Manning unloads to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
He wants a big play here late. Upstairs, he's got it. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Here's a throw downfield late. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got some room to run. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Michael Hawkins fires one high and deep. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Man, you kind of wondered, when were they going to cover this guy? He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
Throws for the tight end. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. A run for the quarterback. And that is how we will wrap this one up. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town,